So talk about it. I mean, is this kind of got that big fight feel? I feel like a lot of people are looking at it as a big one.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty much the biggest name I fought so far.
No question about it. I feel like there's been a lot of a buzz after your last couple performances. You know, a lot of people are really excited about where you are in your career. Do you feel that as well? That there's a lot more excitement about where you stand right now?
Yeah, man. I think it's you know, there's like after the last fight, it was a big question like, what's next? Who's next? You know, and opportunity came up, big ass name, big opportunity, and you know, that last fight went so good. I didn't take no damage. It was only like I only had rested like 2 weeks. I was a week back into training already, you know, trying to ease into it, and then bam, name pops up, and I'm like, dude, let's go, you know.
How did the opportunity come about? I mean, obviously you're stepping in here, so did they call you? Did you put your hand in the air? How did it come together?
I threw my hand in the air. I remember one day I was going through my feed. I see Sean Brady was, you know, injured, and you know, I thought I saw that as an opportunity. You know, I've been asking for big name opponents, and there it is. You know, so I talked to my manager, told him to throw my name in the mix. It took him a couple days to agree to it. You know, he had went and called out Mike Perry and a couple other names, you know, that I felt like were not the best options. You know, I feel like I'm probably the most difficult, you know, option that he was calling out. So nobody wanted to step up and fight him, you know, and I was the only one that was down to do it.
That's awesome. So during those couple days, are you training and getting ready like he's going to say yes, or do you wait to see what happens?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure if he would say yes or no because you know, I'm not that well known of a fighter, you know. But I am a challenge and I am a threat, you know. So, yeah, I started getting ready. It actually lit a fire up my ass to get up and like, go train because like, yo, this fight might happen, and if it does, I need to be ready, you know. And it really wasn't like I was starting from scratch, you know. I was like I had just took off 2 weeks. My whole last fight camp was like heavy on the wrestling. So I was like, man, all I got to do is just, you know, tune up the wrestling shit and, you know, just go in there and do what I do.
You talked about obviously the name. Obviously, he certainly has that. What did you think about the stylistic matchup? Is there anything about that appealed to you, or is it basically just the name value?
Nah, at the end of the day, I feel like I'm a way better striker than him. He may have some challenges on the feet with the wrestling. Everybody's like, oh man, he's gonna take you down, this and that, and you know, but you know, I don't care about that, bro. Like my whole career, I've been training for dudes trying to take me down because my hands are so good, you know. So I mean, that last fight camp, I was supposed to fight the Russian, you know, and if I was scared about wrestling or takedowns, I wouldn't try to fight that guy, you know. So, you know, Kevin Lee's just another wrestler going to try to take me down once I start to put it on him.
Nice. You win here, as you said. I mean, I feel like there's this buzz, this momentum building around you. I mean, have you started to think about what's next? I mean, are you looking at rankings, at fighting again quickly? I mean, what comes after a win here?
Shit, man, whoever wants it, like I said, like, it's my job to stay ready and prepared for these short notice little fights that pop up and opportunities, you know. And you know, I feel great. You know, I'm in my prime. I'm on a roll right now. I got great momentum, you know, and it's just I feel like all that's gonna come into play. You know, like I've been active. You know, he hasn't. You know, so I've been back to back hard fight camps, tough fights. And you know, I feel like that's gonna show. You know, that has a lot to do with, you know, how mentally focused I am in this fight. You know, so I'm ready, bro.
Nice. Last thing for me, what kind of fight do you think we see here? As you said, I think a lot of people, striker versus grappler type fight. I mean, do you think you're gonna have to battle and wrestle over and over? Or do you feel like you just get this done on the feet dominantly?
Definitely sprawl and brawl. You know what I mean? That's how it's gonna be. You know, I feel like I'm gonna have success stuffing his takedowns, defending takedowns. You know, for the most part, I don't really get taken down that much. You know, and if I do, I pop right back up. You know, so that's pretty much we've been working on, and my hands are there. My striking is there. You know, so it's really just polishing up the fucking takedowns and all that stuff. You know.
D-Rod, thanks for taking the time. How much better is it to take the short notice fights as opposed to having to think about Kevin 2 months and just overthink? Short notice, bam, good to go.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, I feel like I performed my best with a longer fight camp, but at the same time, like I had just had a fight camp similar to what I would have been doing if it was, so it's kind of like, it kind of works out, having a short fight camp. I don't take a lot of injuries. I don't overtrain. I just do just enough, just what I have to do. I know what I got to do, and my coaches make me, do what they feel the fight is gonna, play out to be. But it's really just a conditioning thing. Once I get my body conditioned to be able to perform, I feel like the time that was given, it was about 3 weeks. It was a perfect amount of time. A good hard 2 weeks, and 1 week of just fine tuning, and here we are today.
That's perfect. So what do you walk around at? If you could just, it won't be a hard weight cut or nothing.
The highest I ever get is like 192, 193, and that's when I'm eating burritos and tacos but I'm always ready for the most part. Like, I'm always working out. I don't have no hobbies. I don't have no hobbies. I don't know what to do with my life. If I'm not in the gym, I don't know what the hell I don't know what to do, So I stay in the gym, I stay working out, and everything I do revolves around this UFC shit,
And that's a good thing. If you stay ready, so you don't have to get ready, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I think me taking all these short notice calls says that,
And for sure, and this fight has that, in behalf of the social media, whatever fans, this has that vibe where it jumps out, kind of like when Costa was fighting Giannis. Like, you look through the card and you think, okay, in a couple of years, this would have been a main event on a fight night. So how does that give you that extra boost to where people are talking about Kevin Lee and D-Rod?
Oh man, I know everybody is talking. This my whole Instagram feed and Facebook is blown up, and a lot of people got my back on this one. I think this is one of those opportunities that you see when like the nobody goes against the somebody, and this is gonna be one of them cases where that somebody becomes a somebody. I mean, that nobody becomes a somebody. I feel like I'm very underestimated and underrated in the welterweight division, and I feel like this is an opportunity to show everybody what I'm really made of.
Perfect, man. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.